On the 3rd of July 2025, Madison Square Garden, the most famous arena on the planet, will not host a basketball game, a boxing match, or a rock concert. It will host a wedding, not just any wedding. The wedding of the highest-grossing touring artist in music history and the most famous tight end in the NFL. The ring cost $1 million. The guest list has swelled past 1,100 people. Prince William and Kate Middleton may be in the front row. The NYPD is coordinating street closures, and the entire event is wrapped in a level of secrecy that would make a CIA operation look like a group chat. This is not a celebrity wedding. This is Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce turning a marriage into a once-in-a-generation cultural event, and every detail has been engineered to make sure nobody sees it coming until it has already happened. The million-dollar question. Before the venue, before the guest list, before the secrecy machine kicked into gear, there was the ring. And the ring tells you everything about how Travis Kelce approaches the most important play of his life. Picture this. Travis Kelce has just finished recording a podcast episode, headphones off, mic still warm, studio door closing behind him. He walks into his backyard garden where Taylor Swift is waiting. No cameras, no entourage, no stadium lights. Just two people in a garden and a moment that has been months in the making, because the ring on his mind is not something he picked up at a jeweler on a lunch break. It is a custom-designed $1 million engagement ring set with a 10-carat old mine diamond, a stone cut, in a style that predates modern machinery, valued precisely because its imperfections give it a warmth and character that no factory-cut diamond can replicate. The choice of an old mine cut was not accidental. Taylor Swift has built her entire career on embedding meaning into every detail song lyrics that contain hidden messages decoded by millions of fans within hours, album release dates that align with numerological significance, color palettes chosen for emotional resonance, even the order of tracks on a record designed to tell a story from first note to final silence. Kelce understood that a ring for this woman could not just be expensive, it had to speak her language. An old mine diamond hand cut in an era before laser precision existed, whispers history, craftsmanship, and the kind of deliberate imperfection that a perfectionist finds irresistible. The facets are slightly asymmetrical. The light catches differently from every angle. It is a stone with a story, not a statistic. He did not just buy a ring. He decoded her aesthetic DNA and translated it into 10 carats of crystallized intention. For a man whose day job involves reading defensive formations and reacting in milliseconds, reading his partner's taste and designing a ring around it might be the most impressive audible he has ever called. The proposal itself was intimate, a private moment in a backyard garden, far from the stadiums that define their public lives. No drones overhead, no social media announcement for 48 hours. Just a question, an answer, and a $1 million ring sliding onto the finger of the highest-earning female musician on earth. The escalation from that quiet garden to what comes next is where the story leaves the realm of romance and enters the territory of logistics, spectacle, and strategic planning on a scale that most wedding planners have never imagined. A $1 million custom ring with a 10-carat old mine diamond designed specifically to match Taylor Swift's personal aesthetic. If money were no object, what would your dream proposal look like? Tell me in the comments, why Madison Square Garden? The venue conversation went through more drafts than a Taylor Swift album. Early rumors pointed to her Rhode Island mansion, the oceanfront estate famous for hosting her legendary July 4th parties, where pop stars, models, and actors have been photographed waving sparklers on the beach like a living Instagram post. It made sense on paper: private property, personal significance, patriotic timing. But the logistics fell apart the moment the guest list started growing. A beach house, no matter how grand, cannot hold 1,100 people, secure every sightline from long-range cameras, or provide the infrastructure for what Swift and Kelce had in mind. Other luxury venues were considered seaside resorts, private estates, European castles. But each one came with the same fatal flaw: windows. Walls of glass overlooking the ocean make beautiful wedding photos. They also give paparazzi with telephoto lenses a direct line of sight into the ceremony. For a couple whose every public appearance generates tens of millions of social media impressions, a venue with windows is a venue without privacy. And privacy, for this wedding, is not optional. It is the entire point. Enter Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. A building with no exterior windows, no sightlines from the street, no adjacent rooftops with angles into the interior. The venue offers controlled entry points, underground parking with direct elevator access to the event floor, and a security infrastructure designed to handle 20,000 screaming fans, which means handling 1,200 wedding guests is practically a slow Tuesday. The NYPD is coordinating street closures around the perimeter. Private security teams are managing guest credential verification. Every entrance and exit is monitored. The building becomes a sealed environment, a fortress disguised as a party where the only images that leave the room are the ones the couple chooses to release. And here is the detail that makes it perfect for Taylor Swift. Madison Square Garden is not just a venue, it is a stage. She has performed there multiple times. The arena's acoustics, lighting rigs, and production infrastructure are built for spectacle at a scale that no hotel ballroom or estate garden could match. This is a wedding designed to feel like a concert, and the only building in the world engineered to deliver both a concert experience and total privacy is the one with no windows, no sightlines, and 20,000 empty seats waiting to be filled with flowers, candles, and the most exclusive guest list in modern celebrity history. The guest list that broke the spreadsheet. The original plan was intimate, roughly 150 guests, close family, inner circle friends, a manageable, curated gathering where every face in the room actually belonged there. That number lasted about as long as a New Year's resolution. Because when your contact list includes Beyoncé, Ed Sheeran, Patrick Mahomes, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, the entire Kansas City Chiefs offensive line, and potentially the heir to the British throne, the word intimate becomes a mathematical impossibility. The guest list has swelled to between 1,100 and 1,200 people, a number so large it explains why a private estate was abandoned in favor of an arena. This is not a dinner party. This is a summit where the worlds of music, sports, Hollywood, fashion, and European royalty collide inside a single room on a single night. The music section alone reads like a festival lineup artists who have collaborated with Swift across every era of her career, from Nashville to the global pop stratosphere. The sports contingent extends far beyond the Chiefs' locker room, star athletes, team owners, and the kind of figures who fill luxury suites at Super Bowls. Hollywood representation spans actors, directors, and producers who have defined the last decade of entertainment. And then there are the names that push this from spectacle to historic event. Reports indicate that Prince William and Kate Middleton have been invited a presence that would elevate the evening from celebrity wedding to genuine diplomatic and cultural footnote. The last time British royalty attended an American celebrity wedding at this level of public attention, it dominated international news cycles for weeks. Swift and Kelce know exactly what that presence signals, and the invitation was calculated, not casual. Managing a guest list of this magnitude is an exercise in social diplomacy. Every invitation sent is a statement. Every invitation withheld is a message. The couple has reportedly navigated the complexity with a combination of personal phone calls, text-based invitations that leave no paper trail, and carefully timed leaks designed to misdirect the media about who is and is not attending. The logistics alone, seating charts that account for feuding celebrities, security protocols for guests with their own protection details, dietary requirements spanning every cuisine and restriction on the planet require a planning team the size of a small corporation. From 150 guests to over 1,100, including NFL stars, pop icons, and possibly British royalty. If you could invite one person to your wedding who would shock everyone, who would it be? Tell me below. The dress, the stage, and the aesthetic. If you know anything about Taylor Swift, you know that the visual language of this wedding will be calibrated to the millimeter. Every era of her career has carried a distinct aesthetic, from country girl curls to pastel pop to dark folklore cottagecore to the glitter-drenched spectacle of the Eras Tour. The wedding will be no different. It will be a visual statement, and every detail, from the table settings to the ceiling fixtures, will carry intentional meaning. The theme is expected to land somewhere in the territory of old Hollywood glamour, refined, timeless, and cinematic. Think Golden Age movie stars arriving at a premiere, not whimsical garden parties with mason jars and wildflowers. Think draped fabrics in champagne and ivory tones, warm amber lighting that makes every face in the room look like a film still, crystal chandeliers scaled large enough to fill an arena ceiling with constellations of refracted light, and a color palette that whispers luxury without screaming excess. The transformation of Madison Square Garden, a vast industrial space with towering ceilings, exposed structural steel, and raw concrete bones, into something unrecognizable, will be one of the greatest set design challenges in event production history. The arena that hosted a Knicks game the week before will be rebuilt from the floor up into a ballroom conjured from thin air, with floral installations, custom staging, and lighting design that erases every trace of the basketball court beneath it. The wedding dress is the most closely guarded secret. Rumors have circulated around two houses, Vivienne Westwood and Oscar de la Renta, both of which align with the old Hollywood direction. Swift understands better than almost any public figure alive that the dress she wears on this night will be photographed, analyzed, replicated, and sold in fast fashion knockoffs within hours of its first public appearance. It will influence bridal trends for years. It will appear on magazine covers around the world. And it will become, whether she intends it or not, the single most viewed wedding dress since Princess Diana walked down the aisle at St. Paul's Cathedral. The pressure is not just personal, it is cultural. And Taylor Swift has never once shrunk from cultural pressure. She has always turned it into fuel. The concert disguised as a wedding. Here is where the wedding crosses the line from spectacular event into territory that has never been attempted at this scale. Travis Kelce said it himself in an interview. They are live music kind of people. And when two live music people get married inside a venue built for live music, the result is not a wedding with a DJ spinning top 40 hits between dinner courses. It is a full-scale concert experience featuring some of the biggest names in music performing live on a night when every artist in Taylor Swift's contact list would consider it an honor to take the stage. Ed Sheeran, Swift's longtime friend, frequent collaborator, and the man who wrote some of the most beloved duets in recent pop history, is widely expected to perform. But the infrastructure of Madison Square Garden allows for far more than a single acoustic set on a stool. The arena has multiple staging areas, world-class sound systems capable of filling every corner of a 20,000-seat room with crystal-clear audio, professional lighting rigs that can shift from intimate candlelight warmth to full concert spectacle in seconds, and the technical capacity to run back-to-back performances with the precision of a major festival. Imagine surprise sets from artists who span Swift's entire career, country acts from her Nashville roots, pop stars from the 1989 era, indie folk musicians from the folklore chapter, each performing a song or two, transforming the evening into a living timeline of her musical journey. The wedding reception becomes a private concert that no ticket price could ever buy, no streaming platform could ever offer, performed for an audience of 1,200 people inside a room built for 20,000, where every empty seat has been replaced by a table, a candle, and a person whose name means something to the couple standing at the center of it all. And the date, the 3rd of July 2025, is not random. Nothing Taylor Swift does is random. The date falls the day before Independence Day, a holiday that has defined some of her most iconic public moments, from the annual July 4th parties at her Rhode Island mansion to the patriotic imagery woven through her brand. It also falls strategically before NFL training camp begins, ensuring Kelce is fully available without career conflicts. And for a woman who has embedded numerological significance into album release dates, track listings, and even the timestamps of social media posts, the date was chosen with the same precision she applies to a bridge lyric or a key change. This is not just a wedding date, it is a brand alignment, the secrecy machine, and now, the layer that holds everything together, the operational security surrounding this wedding that would make a military intelligence officer nod with professional respect. Because planning an event of this scale, with guests of this profile, in a city of this intensity, while keeping the details out of the tabloids for months, that is not just difficult, that is a coordinated information warfare campaign. The invitation system alone is a masterclass in counterintelligence. Reports indicate that traditional paper invitations were abandoned entirely too easy to photograph, leak, sell to tabloids, or forge. Instead, Guests receive text-based invitations and personal phone calls from Swift or Kelce directly, creating a chain of communication that leaves no physical evidence and makes unauthorized disclosure a personal betrayal rather than an anonymous tip to a gossip outlet. Fake save-the-date cards were reportedly sent to decoy addresses, false venues, wrong dates, misleading themes designed to misdirect media outlets who monitor celebrity mail and pay postal workers for information. Non-disclosure agreements have been circulated to vendors, venue staff, catering teams, floral designers, and potentially even guests legally binding contracts that carry serious financial penalties for unauthorized sharing of wedding details, photographs, or descriptions of the event. The venue choice supports the secrecy architecture perfectly. Madison Square Garden has hosted events for presidents, world leaders, and international dignitaries. Its security protocols already operate at a level most private venues cannot approach. Underground vehicle access means guests can arrive without ever being photographed entering the building. The lack of windows eliminates drone photography. The NYPD street closures create a buffer zone around the perimeter, and the arena's internal communication systems allow the security team to monitor and control every corridor, elevator, and access point in real time. The result is a wedding that the entire world knows is happening, but that nobody outside the guest list will see until Swift and Kelce decide to release the images themselves. In an era where every celebrity moment is leaked, streamed, and dissected within minutes, this level of control is not just impressive. It is a statement, the same statement Taylor Swift has been making her entire career. I decide what you see. I decide when you see it. And if you try to take that power from me, I will build a wall so high and so airtight that you will be standing outside Madison Square Garden on July 3 with nothing but a police barricade and a view of a windowless building. Fake invitations, NDAs, NYPD street closures, and a windowless arena. Taylor Swift turned her wedding into a classified operation. Is this the smartest celebrity wedding ever planned, or the most paranoid? Drop your take below. Before you go, here are 3 strategic truths from this story. First, the venue is the message. Taylor Swift did not choose Madison Square Garden because she needed a big room. She chose it because it is the only building in New York City that gives her total privacy, concert-grade production infrastructure, and a stage where a wedding can feel like the final night of a world tour. The venue is not where the event happens. The venue is what the event means. And a wedding at MSG means this is not a party. This is a performance on her terms, in her arena, with the lights and the sound and the stage all calibrated to a woman who has spent 20 years perfecting every detail of how the world experiences her. Second, secrecy is the ultimate luxury. In a world where every billionaire wedding is leaked, live-streamed, and memed within hours, Swift and Kelce have built an information perimeter tighter than most government operations. Text invitations instead of paper, fake save-the-dates sent to decoy addresses, NDAs for vendors, NYPD street closures, a windowless building. The most valuable thing this $1 million ring buys is not diamonds. It is the ability to say, I do, without the world watching until she is ready to show them. Third, every detail is a lyric. The old mine diamond that matches her aesthetic. The July 3 date that aligns with her brand and his career. The old Hollywood theme that echoes her current artistic era. The live music that transforms a reception into a private concert. Taylor Swift does not plan events. She writes them the way she writes songs, with every word chosen, every silence intentional, and every surprise landing exactly where it was designed to hit. This wedding is not just a celebration, it is a set list, and the encore has not been announced yet. If this story pulled back a curtain you did not know existed, hit subscribe and turn on notifications for Billionaire Story. Because next time, we are stepping inside another world where money, power, and spectacle collide, and the details are more incredible than anything fiction could invent.